with a legend potentially stepping back in the ring and more. This is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Revealing a role that WWE Hall of Famer Batista was offered, Ringside News wrote that Dave Batista might be about to land another blockbuster role, and this time it's in the wildly successful Roadhouse reboot franchise. According to Deadline, the former WWE champion has been offered a key role in the upcoming Roadhouse sequel, though negotiations with Amazon MGM Studios haven't officially started. If he signs on, Batista would join Jake Gyllenhaal, who's returning as Elwood Dalton, a former UFC fighter turned bouncer in the Florida Keys. Director Guy Ritchie is also set to return. The 2024 Roadhouse reboot shattered streaming records for Prime Video, racking up over 50 million views in just its first 2 weekends. It later soared to 80 million global viewers, becoming the most watched original movie in the platform's history at the time. Adding Batista to the sequel could be a power move for the franchise. Known for his intense screen presence and versatility, the Guardians of the Galaxy star has become a go-to name in Hollywood action films. His possible involvement signals that Amazon is going all in on turning Roadhouse into a major franchise. Batista, who transitioned from wrestling to acting with undeniable success, has appeared in Dune, Glass Onion, Army of the Dead, and more. A gritty action sequel like Roadhouse 2 would be right in his wheelhouse, and fans already seem eager to see him throw hands in the Florida heat. Bringing up his martial arts background, HENDRY said this to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful. "I started judo at like 6 years old. I quit around 13 to do acting classes, and then I got into music. When I was about 18 or 19, I got back into judo pretty seriously. I was one of the training partners there was a really high-level team there. I never went to the Olympics or anything like that, but I was trained with those guys fairly frequently. I got to a pretty decent level at judo, got my black belt, moved on, did university, and then after becoming a pro wrestler, I was very dissatisfied with the way I was being booked at the time. I was like, right, I have to go out there and legitimize myself. At 26, 27, I went out there and started amateur wrestling and won the freestyle and Greco-Roman championships in Britain. Competed at the Commonwealth Games as well. Yes, I knew how to bump immediately because of judo. That was a huge advantage. Just the way that I wrestle now, it is very much for the biggest reaction from the audience and to drive the story forward. I do a lot less of the mat wrestling that I used to do, and I miss it sometimes. I'm just waiting for the right moment to reintroduce it to show people what I can actually do with grappling." Asked about competing in Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, HENDRY replied, "Yeah, I would love to have done it. Unfortunately, there was a period of time where I wanted to do it, but Bloodsport wasn't ready to have me. Then everything blew up and then we just couldn't make the dates work out after that." To be fair, he did say, "You're on the list, man. We just didn't get to the point where it matched up. I'm super sad that I didn't get to do it. I would love to do Bloodsport. If there's one independent wrestling show that I could do, it would be Bloodsport. Me and Josh Barnett have been talking about this for years now. I would love to make it happen. I think people would see a different side of me. I think it would be super fun." Talking about a standout from WWE LFG Season 1, BJ Ray, Bubba Ray Dudley told TV Insider, "You're going to see BJ this season. I know everyone wants to know what type of interaction there will be with BJ Ray and Bubba Ray Dudley. Things were tense last year. Here's what I hope for this season. I hope you learn from Season 1. BJ has lots of potential and so much charisma and personality. He could be a homegrown Logan Paul for WWE, but you have got to get it, and you have to be able to get it in the ring. All of the feedback you heard from myself and other legends was, yeah, BJ, you have it on the personality side, but in the ring, you're just not getting the job done. Hopefully, he can put the two together and improve and evolve in the ring and turn into the version of BJ Ray I think we all hope he can turn into." On the WWE retrospective, Kurt Angle said this about the milk truck segment. "This is the greatest moment of my career. Above WrestleManias, above everything, this one moment defined my career. It made me so excited about who I was and what I represented. Not just an Olympic gold medalist, but a milk drinker and a top wrestler in the company. I mean, Stone Cold and I were going head to head. I'm wrestling the top guy in the company, and I'm one of the other top guys, and this just made it valid for me that I knew who I was and where I was heading. Just so you know, that is not milk right there. This is white food coloring with water. That hose is hooked up to a socket or a faucet backstage, and there's white food coloring at the end of the hose. So when it comes out, it looks white. The milk I had in the truck was real cartons of milk, so these are the real milk. I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. You see how I'm dressed right here? I had to catch a red eye that night, and it was right after this event, so I couldn't change. I had this outfit on. The only thing I did was take off my gold medals, and I went straight to the airport. I had milk all over my shirt, my pants, and my shoes. I get on the airplane, and about 3 hours into it, you start smelling sour milk, and a lot of people are getting really mad, saying, "Who the hell smells that bad?" I was like, oh my god, they're going to find out it's me. So I covered my shoes, and I wrapped my arms around my shirt, and tried to make sure I didn't smell as badly as they said I did. It was a crazy plane ride home. Smelled like sour milk the whole trip. It was hilarious. Recalling a time that Goldberg did not want to lose a match to Scott Steiner in WCW, Vince Russo noted on the Coach and the Bro show, "I'm going back 25 years. So this is when the guy is in his prime, and it's 25 years later. But you talk about ego. I needed Goldberg to do a job to Scott Steiner, okay, for the title. Goldberg refused to do it. So I said, 'Bill, why?' He looked at me and said, 'If this were a shoot, I would kick Scott Steiner's ass.' And Coach, I looked at him and I said, 'Bill, I'll tell you what. Scott is standing right over there. You go tell that to Steiner and see what he tells you.' So, see, I mean, Coach, I'm assuming 25 years later, he doesn't have that ego." At Fanatics Fest NYC over the weekend, the son of WWE legend Umaga, ZILLA FATU, would have this interaction with Randy Orton.
I'll do that too. I got it too. I'm standing over there. Let's do this. He got me nervous, man. Social media stuff. So like when he's recording, he's going to record right
What's up, Boots? How you doing? Been a minute. Been a minute.
I recognize you right away.
Thank you. Nice meeting you too. It's been a little minute. Last time I seen you, I was about 8 years old before you passed, bro. I had to pull up. This is my first time here at Fanatics, so.
You're still wrestling, right?
I just started wrestling.
Just started,
man.
Cool.
Like, check it out.
Probably see you soon.
Yeah, no, thank you. Come on. Can I give you a hug, Goose? It's been a little minute. Can I give you a hug, man? Come on, man.
I got you.
I'm not gonna argue. Hold on, my mom was supposed to be here, but she stayed at home.
Speaking about what is next for Jey Uso after losing the World Heavyweight title to Gunther, The Undertaker told Shaq Wrestling, "I don't know that it's necessarily a rebuild. One, you look at the reactions that he gets, how long those entrances are. I used to get accused of having a long entrance. My goodness, I'm a sprint to the ring now. The audience is so engaged. He'll make his entrance, come out of break, still be ready, going for round 2. I don't think just because he lost, it has to necessarily hurt his place. I don't think the title is gonna define Jey Uso. He was already well on his way, long before he beat Gunther. Yeah, was it a short run? Yeah, it was a little short, but again, I don't think that's going to define Jey as an attraction. As a draw, he is a bona fide top tier guy now, and if you worry too much about not being the champion, I think it hinders your creativity. It's a bump in the road. I don't think that it's going to be a detriment. I think the people who follow things and are always looking for drama on the internet and looking for some reason to be up in arms, it's overblown. I think Jey is going to be a main event guy for years to come. When it comes to the possibility of Stone Cold Steve Austin returning to WWE for another match, Ringside News wrote that while many believed his in-ring career ended after WrestleMania 38 in 2022, where he defeated Kevin Owens in a no-holds-barred match, a new update suggests the WWE Hall of Famer isn't fully closing the book on wrestling. According to Fightful Select, more than one person who interacted with Austin over WrestleMania 41 weekend said he teased the possibility of a return. One source claimed Austin told them he might have one more in him, strongly implying that he wasn't just talking about another ATV entrance. This isn't the first time WWE considered bringing him back. In 2023, there were internal discussions about having Austin face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, but it didn't come together. Still, the interest from both sides has lingered. Even though Austin previously said that TKO hasn't reached out since taking over WWE, he was involved in WrestleMania week festivities this year. Multiple people noted that he seemed physically well and mentally open to the idea of wrestling again under the right circumstances. Names like CM Punk have reportedly been floated as dream opponents if Austin ever laces up the boots one more time. Whether that dream match ever comes together remains to be seen, but one thing's for sure, Stone Cold isn't ruling anything out just yet. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.